It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer.
And I'm absolutely delighted to introduce to you Tim Vine is going to be down here this evening, and here he is. Now Tim, I'll keep them talking while you clamber up, because it's not very ladylike or gainly. Now, as you know, Tim is the most amazing stand-up comedian. He's also an actor, he's a writer, he's a presenter as well. And quite often, he's always there up at Edinburgh Fringe, and he has won the best joke. And I think this could feature maybe in your show next year, Tim. How are you doing? You're doing ever so well. So please welcome up onto the platform, Mr. Tim Vine.
Oh, thank you so much, thank you. Good evening, Cheam. It's, are you going to go back down again then?
I'm going to hold the button for you.
Oh, are you? Well, no, really, I'll pass it down to you. Yeah, no, I feel like we.
Okay.
Can you take the two of us up here?
Are you saying I'm fat?
Good evening. That's just that's right.
I'm trapped.
No, it's all right. You'll be fine, ladies and gentlemen. What a night it is. It probably hasn't escaped your notice that the lights have already been switched on. But in many ways, it's nicer not to turn on lights, but just to look at them. You've been here, many of you, for your whole lives. Hands up if you were born in Cheam. 7 of you. Do you know, I saw an extraordinary thing here today. I was parked on the side of a hill, and suddenly I was overtaken by 3 trees, a bollard, and a woman screaming, "Put your handbrake on." Can you turn the audience up just a touch? But listen, all the stars are here tonight. They're all here. I bumped it. I tell you who I saw earlier on today. Is this bar slightly off-putting, by the way? Is it? It's just. I tell you who I saw here today. I saw Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, I spotted him. Well, he spotted me first. And he came over. He said, "Excuse me." He said, "Are you Tim Vine?" I said, "Yes, I am." And he handed me an autograph book. He said, "Can you sign this for me?" I said, "Johnny, this is the wrong way round, because it was upside down." I'm on for 2 hours. Doesn't make any difference. The lights are on. Did you hear that noise? You know your tinnitus is bad when everyone can hear it. But I'd like to thank Radio Lollipop for providing this stylish platform and the microphone. It's a strawberry. But you know, I was going to say, if I was genuinely going to be turning on lights, the exciting thing is, ladies and gentlemen, there's a tree in the corner of this little area, which is where we have saved some lights. Sutton Council have saved some lights for us. Let's hear it for some lights. And if I may say so, ladies and gentlemen, the fact that Sutton Council turned up here and turned on the lights before we wanted them turned on is just another reason why Cheam should be separate from Sutton. I say to you, the people of Cheam, we don't need to take it anymore. They come here turning on lights. We don't like them. So we should have our own council. We're perfectly capable of turning on lights without Sutton Council. Isn't that right? Yes. This is as angry as Cheam's ever been. I've been in Cheam my whole life, and I can tell you now, you are revolting. Now, what I was going to say was that it's illuminating the whole of Cheam at the touch of a switch. I can tell you it's a huge turn on. That would have been a great joke if it weren't for the fact that they're already on. But now, I was born in Cheam. This is people on. There's all Wave at the Bus people. No, you just missed them. You just missed them. I'll try and make that a bit more obvious when the moment comes. The next bus that goes by. 1967, I was born, and of course that was the summer of love, wasn't it? Woodstock. Who remembers the Woodstock Festival? Yes, in Yule. What a weekend that was, ladies and gentlemen. A wise man once. It's almost time, I think, to turn on the light. Ladies and gentlemen, a wise man once said, "Give a man a box of matches and he'll be able to start many fires. But give a man a candle, and you need the matches obviously as well. Give a man a candle and a box of matches. When there's a man. Well, anyway, do you know those trick candles that you blow out and a couple of seconds later they come alight again? Well, the other day I went to the factory that makes them. There was a fire at that factory, and I messed that joke up. There was a fire at the factory that makes them. Ladies and gentlemen, before we turn on the... I agree with you, madam. Before we turn on... That's just someone from Sutton being asked to leave this town. They don't like it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, before we turn on the light, let's just say, let's just remember absent shops. Shops that were once here. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. I want a round of applause, please, for Earfriend. Who remembers Earfriend? I said a round of applause. That was... Thank you. Who remembers Sergeants? They sold matchbox cars and lawnmowers, that classic combination. And of course, still here, the American way. Let's hear it for the American way. The best restaurant on that little bit of road there. And the people, the waitresses there, and the waiters, they work so hard. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. For she's worked there for many, I don't know if she's in the crowd, but she's worked there for many, many months. And she's pregnant, she's leaving. And it's Adina Rota, her name is. Let's hear it for Adina Rota. Are you in the audience, Adina? They start them young at the American way. But ladies and gentlemen, these aren't just lights for those streets there. These lights, in a way, I think, are going to go up that road there. And I don't mean to be controversial. We've touched on a couple of issues already, Sutton being one. But the light's going to go up that way. And I like to think of it as being like a hand of friendship between us and North Cheam. I know we don't really understand each other, but today I just want to say, today I hold out a fig leaf, not a fig leaf, what is it? An olive branch, thank you. That wouldn't cover anything. But I hold out an olive branch to North Cheam. There's the one person from North Cheam who's made it here, is in the audience, and let's feel like in some way, in the future there won't be a Cheam and a North Cheam. There'll just be Cheam. I mean, I don't mean to bring up, South Korea and North Korea, but it's a bit like that, isn't it? It's a bit like that. It doesn't mean the South and North. When you get up to the moon, you don't look when you're on the moon, you don't look there and say, oh look, there's Cheam, there's North Cheam. You just see Cheam, don't you? So your heckles aren't helping, all right? What time's bedtime? That's what I'm saying. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to count down to the moment that we would have turned on the lights. Are you ready for the countdown? Yeah! So am I, ladies and gentlemen. What a moment. What an absolutely marvellous moment. I've got a red light here, which is almost, well, it's actually entirely cosmetic. He doesn't do anything, but you don't know that. When I hit that red button there, the lights, if the woman who sees me pressing it gets the signal correctly, she'll plug something in over there and the lights will come on that tree and we will give a cheer that'll make Sutton Council realise they underestimated us. Or whatever the phrase is. Are you ready, Cheam? I can't hear you, are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just for a minute, I've got a bit of a power trip there. I felt like when I hit that button, Sutton blew up. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful Christmas and enjoy yourselves. Thank you so much. Let's hear it for Cheam. Hit the music, please.
it's the most